want me to start talking a little bit?
Go ahead, brother. You're a better talker than me.
I think we all got the gift of gab. The way our group kind of came together, I was out about 20-something years ago. And the Samaritan Purse remind me a lot of the ministry. My wife, when I gave my life to the Lord and started taking responsibility of being a man, a husband, and a father, me and my wife would take our children to a lot of Christian concerts. And if y'all have been to a lot of Christian concerts around this area, you've heard of Compassion Ministry. Compassion Ministry, you can sponsor a child. So about 20-something years ago, our daughter was about 5 or 6 years old then. My wife and her thought it'd be good if they sponsored a little girl. So 20-something years ago, they dug through a stack of pictures they gave us about that thick while we was at the concert, and they picked out a little girl named Zena Torres. Well, when they turn 18, you lose contact with your child because they're adults. So meantime, I was leading worship at First Baptist Batesburg and wanted to get outside the walls and do more ministry, and we just started going to different churches and visiting around and doing things. And we lost contact with Zena, and I didn't have Facebook. My wife didn't have Facebook at the time, but when we moved, the Lord kind of planted us down in Lexington, South Carolina. So my wife said she wanted to activate a Facebook page to keep up with all our old church members, way down the road in Batesburg, it's so far away. So when she did, Zena found us through Facebook. So we decided to take up the cross a little bit, and I picked up my guitar and started going out singing at churches to help me sponsor. Zena's dad is also a pastor in the Philippines. So we started sponsoring Zena and singing, and in the meantime, I got back in touch with Matt and Michael, his younger brother, playing guitar and singing, and I was getting older, my throat was getting rougher, I couldn't go out and do these long singings I was doing, and we decided to put together, and they said they wanted to help me with this ministry. And last April, my wife and I got to go to the Philippines and visit Zena for the first time and see her in person. So long story, what I'm trying to tell you, this money you give to Samaritan Purse, Compassion, you don't realize at the time what it's doing. But now Zena is wanting to be a pastor, and we're trying to get her to the United States to live with us, and she's already been accepted at CIU. And mine and Matt's church has already took up $12,000 in 3 weeks to pay for her first year of education at CIU. So God is good. With that being said, before my voice gives out, I just wanted to tell you, you don't know what your talents may be. It doesn't have to be playing the guitar or singing, but you can make a difference in a child's life. Amen. All the way on the other side of the world.
Even when the rain falls, even when the flood starts rising, even when the storm comes, I am washed by the waters. Even when the rain falls, even when the flood starts rising, even when the storm comes, I am washed by the waters. Daddy was a preacher, she was his wife, just trying to make the world a little brighter, no shine the night. When people started talking just to hear their own voice, those people have accused my father, said he made the wrong choice. And though it might be painful, time will always tell. Never fails. Even when the rain falls, even when the flood starts rising, even when the storm comes, rain falls, even when the flood starts rising, even when the storm comes, I am washed by the waters, even when the earth crumbles under my feet, even when the ones I love turn around and crucify me. Well, I won't ever let you down. Won't fall as long as you're around. Even when the rain falls, even when the flood starts rising, even when the storm comes, I am washed by the waters. Even when the rain falls, even when the flood starts rising, even when the storm comes, I am washed by the waters. Even when the earth crumbles under my feet, I am washed by the waters.
Thank you. God bless.